Hello, this is Rachel Doba, my good friend, and she is the president and owner of DB Engineering.
Hi, Susan. Good to see you. Thanks for having me.
So, my first question is, Rachel, what led you or what inspired you to create your own company?
Good question. I can't work for anybody else. No, I'm just kidding. No, I have always been encouraged. My father owned a hardware store growing up, and so I was around family that had businesses, and so I always had seen that entrepreneurial spirit. But also, in our industry, I saw a lot of improvements in the XBE programs and encouraging women and minorities, women in particular in my case, to start their own businesses, and saw it as a great opportunity to finally go out on my own.
And we're glad you did.
Thank you.
Okay, so what advice do you have for other individuals that want to get involved or want to create their own business in this DBE program?
Some of my strongest advice is, I see a lot of firms, the XB program is wonderful, and you can do a lot of things that are just at the minimum requirements that are out there and do very well. But I feel like in order for us to really take advantage of the program, it's our responsibility as an XBE to go beyond that. And so that means being strategic in partnerships, teaming arrangements, getting your depth of your program or your employees, and to take those opportunities to go above those minimum requirements. So I think that some firms do, or some smaller firms just do themselves sometimes a disservice of not wanting to grow past the minimum requirements.
Okay. So what are your thoughts over the years, how this DBE program, the success of it, and how it's evolved? What are your thoughts on that?
I think it's really evolved, kind of going back to that last answer I had, to where they encourage you to also, the program is set up where you can just do the certain requirements and do very well, but it allows you the creativity to go beyond that. And so I think that the way it's evolved has encouraged the entrepreneurial spirit to kind of go outside of the norm. And for instance, like partnering with other firms like we have in the past, rather than doing a typical 10%, we say, hey, why don't we do a quarter of it, and we've got relationships and you have the relationships, we both have relationships, so why don't we use those more strategically and get maybe more depth of services in our own company. And I think the program's allowed us to do that.
Do you feel like the majority firms have helped raise that expectation for some of the DBE firms?
I think at least 50% do. I think you're always going to have some that are, well, this is my area and I don't want to give up a piece of that part of my pie. But I think more progressive firms have realized the benefit of being more open and partnering, and realize that you can build a stronger relationship long term that'll benefit both. A lot of firms realize that you can't win all of it. So if you can encourage another firm to get there, that they may bring you along as well. We like to reciprocate to prime firms, and that's kind of a new thing that a lot of XBs used to not be expected to reciprocate. So.
Okay. And my last question, how do you feel this diversity fair helps with the relationships between?
It's loud. I mean, it's busy. It's obviously a great time to meet people. I think it does. There's a lot of firms that we work with on a regular basis, but frankly, this year I've seen a lot of new firms that I have never met before. So I've been getting around to meet them, and I think that opens up a lot of doors for all of us. So. And they're in different communities in different states, so that's great.
That is. All right. Well, thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.